You might be forgiven in wondering why Professor Tim Blackman is not standing in front of you here as he is listed in your program. I'm Professor Belinda Tynan, Pro-Vice-Chancellor Learning and Teaching. I was supposed to do this morning's ceremony, but unfortunately I had a little plane trouble, so we swapped with each other. So I hope I'll do justice to your ceremony this afternoon. By the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates, and friends of the university, it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to the 13th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2014. It's also my great pleasure to welcome our honorary graduate, Professor Hans Rosling. We are delighted to be able to honour him today. Each year, the Open University awards over 14,000 degrees. Throughout 2014, more than 7,000 of our graduates are being presented for their qualifications at degree ceremonies like this one, today in Birmingham. These are being held in 13 different towns and cities throughout the UK, as well as in Dublin, Versailles, and in other places as far apart as Moscow, Bucharest, and Addis Ababa. This illustrates the extraordinary scale, scope, and reach of the Open University, underlining the fact that today you are joining a worldwide community of graduates. It goes without saying, today is a very important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families, and your loved ones. You could be forgiven for feeling that the occasion is so important that it needs to be solemn, but you'd be quite wrong, and in every sense, this is an afternoon of celebration. So we will be very disappointed if anyone crosses the stage today to anything less than thunderous applause, or whatever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support. With that in mind, why don't I ask all of the graduates are here today to please stand. And I'd like our audience to give them the start of some of the thunderous applause that they're going to receive as they go across the stage. Kind of unexpected, because normally we get a bit of a lacklustre clap, but then you sort of really went for it on the whistle front, so I'm looking forward to when you cross the stage. So today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of those graduates who have gained a higher degree and who've been able to attend here today. They will be presented by Miss Jane Timms, Senior Manager in our Learning Support Services. We will then see the awarding of the Honorary Doctor degree of the University to Professor Hans Rosling. Mr. Jeremy Roche, Dean and Director of Studies in the Faculty of Health and Social Care, will present Professor Rosling, who will sign the Honorary Graduates Book and make a reply. Then we will continue our presentation of graduates with those who have gained their first degrees, and they'll be presented by Miss Rhiannon Martin, who's the Assistant Director, Student Services. And to conclude the ceremony, I'll give a personal address to the graduates. I now call upon Miss Timms to present higher degree graduates.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present to you for a thesis entitled Critical Linkages, Transnational Living and Prospects for Private Senders of Money from Britain to Ghana and Nigeria, Akua Uwusi Cherry. Master of Arts in Childhood and Youth, Claire Crowell. Dawn Jotham. For the degree of Master of Arts in Classical Studies with Distinction, I present Yvonne Cullen. For the degree of Master of Arts in Classical Studies, I present Adrian Deeney. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, I present Ro Cole. For the degree in Master of Arts in English, I present Terence Calder. Jill Hain. Claire Smith. For the degree of Master of Arts in History, I present Philip Gardner. Victoria Mannering. Charlene Price. Marion Stanton. Francis Wall. Tom Watkins. For the degree of Master of Arts in Philosophy, I present James Harper. Philip Mobley. For the degree of Master of Arts in Religious Studies, I present Thomas Griffiths. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Faye Bayliss. Emma Goodwin. Philip Hawkins. David Purdy. Peter Sollitt. Edwina Thurkel. Stephen Vincent. Damien Walsh. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Technology Management, I present Chris O'Reilly. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Zoe Aaron. Catherine Austin Bailey. Rebecca Breeze. Andrew Bull. Sophie Geffing. Helen Griffiths. Dawn Gazetta. Hafsa Cannon. Eleanor McCaw. Dawn Wilson. Elizabeth Worsfold. For the degree of Master of Public Administration, I present Carl Marsh. Laura Marsh. For the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Networking, I present Helen Kennelly. For the degree of Master of Science in Advancing Healthcare Practice, I present Margaret Abbott. Elaine Churchman. Michelle Goodlad. Ross Palmer. For the degree of Master of Science in Development Management, I present Nicholas Gardner. Chinwendo Ogyumanan. For the degree of Master of Science in Earth Science, I present Peter Gerard. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Decision Making, I present Colin Fernley. For the degree of Master of Science, Forensic Psychology and Criminology, I present Marie Day. For the degree of Master of Science in Human Resource Management, I present Jean Edmondson. For For the degree of Master of Science in International Finance and Management, I present Tanya Abraham. For the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics with Distinction, I present Paula Sullivan. For the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics, I present Robert Arthurson. For the degree of Master of Science in Systems Thinking in Practice, I present Jonathan Miles.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, guests. Professor Hans Rosling is a global health expert and data visionary who has succeeded in bringing statistics to life for many people. The man in whose hands data sings. He is a Swedish academic superstar who has used the power of statistics to change our understanding of global development over the past 300 years. Rosling was born in Uppsala, Sweden, studied statistics and medicine at Uppsala University and public health at St. John's Medical College, Bangalore in India. From 1979 to 1981, he spent 2 years in Mozambique as one of only 2 qualified doctors in a hospital that served a population of 300,000 people. In 1981, he discovered an outbreak of the Konzo, a paralytic disease, and his investigations led to his doctorate at Uppsala in 1986. He has been health advisor to the World Health Organization and UNICEF, and in 1993, he was one of the co-founders of Médecins sans Frontières in Sweden. As chair of the Karolinska International Research and Training Committee, he forged health research collaborations with universities in Asia, Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America. His experiences in Mozambique pushed him towards statistics in an effort to quantify the gulf in living standards. But it wasn't until he joined the Karolinska Institute that he came face to face with the scale of people's misconceptions and the gaps in their knowledge of the world. He did a test. Well, he didn't. He set one for his students. He did a test in which the students were presented with 5 pairs of countries: Sri Lanka and Turkey, Poland and South Korea, Malaysia and Russia, Pakistan and Vietnam, Thailand and South Africa. And the students were asked to pick the country in each pair that had twice the child mortality rate of the other. The answers were, respectively, Turkey, Poland, Russia, Pakistan, and South Africa. But the students did so badly, and like you, the students did so badly that Rosling concluded that they must have been misled by their own preconceived ideas about these countries. In 2005, he co-founded the Gapminder Foundation, which developed the Trendalizer software that converts international statistics into moving interactive graphics. This revolutionized the presentation of statistics. Bill Gates cites a Rosling presentation about the effectiveness of healthcare projects in developing the world as one of the main reasons behind his decision to donate billions of dollars to the issue. Rosling has used this technology to illustrate everything from the percentage of women worldwide using contraception to the average amount of sleep enjoyed per night in various countries. I don't know if there's any link between these data sets. Rosling uses his interactive graphics to highlight widely held misconceptions. For instance, he is keen to point out that the surge in the number of people on Earth is no longer being caused by increased birth rates, but because people are living longer. The global birth rate is declining and is not expected to increase. The reason the global population will continue to rise until 2100 is because of a demographic lag and longer life expectancy. For Rosling, statistics tell us that the things we think are actually true. For example, most men think they are better drivers than women. But the statistics show that men have almost double the number of fatal accidents. His argument is that the world can never be understood without numbers, but it can never be understood with only numbers, because there is that dimension that is not numeric. Gender equality is a typical example. What you cannot measure is the main problem. In 2010, Rosling, in collaboration with the Open University, presented the BBC documentary The Joy of Stats, which subsequently won the Grierson Award for the Best British Science Documentary. It is clear that Hans Rosling is no ordinary academic. He has been described as a Jedi master of data visualization. But it was his performance at a technology, entertainment, design conference in 2007 that really drew gasps of astonishment from the participants. After giving an inspiring presentation on poverty and development, he proceeded to take off his shirt as preparation for swallowing a sword, to be precise, a standard issue Swedish Army bayonet. He has been the recipient of numerous awards and prizes, including, in 2010, the Idus Corum, the highest award conferred by the Government of Sweden, the gold medal from the Royal Swedish Academy of Engineering Sciences, the Gannon Award for the continued pursuit of human advancement, and in 2012, International Swede of the Year. Pro Vice-Chancellor, by authority of the Senate, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of the University, Hans Rosling.
Well, how to reply to such honor and such kindness? And in all of places in Birmingham, where it all started, the modern world started here. The industrialization that was to increase several folds the efficiency and the way we worked. We got better food, we got better living, we got better health. It all started here in a genius process of improvement. So I would like to thank by giving you one more lecture, 3 minutes, about the last 200 years of world history and 100 years into the future. Here we go. Can you see there what Birmingham did? You know, in the beginning here, we had, you see my little cursor there? Huh? 1 billion people in the world. Because so many were dying. Most children died before growing up to become parents themselves. But that changed with piped water, industrially produced soap, and then medical knowledge. And today we are 7 billion. But look, the number of children in the world have stopped growing. And this is what will happen into the future. We will get 4 billion more adults, but remain with 2 billion kids. I call it peak child. The number of children have stopped growing. There will be more in Africa, but less in Asia and Europe. Now, let me show you on country level how this took place. Here you can see I have the bubbles. Each bubble is a country. This is China, this is India. Size is population. Color is where they are placed. Asia, yellow is Europe, green is America, and blue is Africa. I marked Bangladesh. In 1973, they had 6 children per woman. The countries down in the right-hand corner, they had large families and short lives. And those in the upper left corner, they had long life and small families. The world was divided into developed and developing. But look what has happened since Bangladesh got its independence. When they had 47 years life expectancy, 7 children per woman. United Kingdom had 2 and 72 years of life expectancy. Here we go. Ready, steady, go. I start the world. And the countries are getting healthier. Look at Bangladesh. They start with family planning. They're trying to catch up with UK. They won't do it. Will they do it? They are down to 4 at 96. They are very successful. It's actually a miracle that has happened in Bangladesh. And there they are today with 2 children per woman and a life expectancy as Britain had 40 years ago. It's absolutely amazing. And what will happen in the whole world is this. I divided it into 4 parts. I made Australia, Asia. Get used to it. And we are 7 billion people. Where do they live? 1 billion in America, 1 in Europe, 1 in Africa, and 4 in Asia. Remember? PIN code of the world, 1114. And up to 2050, what will happen here is that there will be no more in Europe, little more just in Americas, there will be 1 billion more in Asia, and then the fast population growth will be over in Asia, but there will be twice as many in Africa, and the population growth will continue for a while more, but by the end of the century, the fast population growth will be over in the whole world, but by then there will be 2 billion more in Africa. That's how we will be. Now, the challenge with this, you can see, for the concept in Birmingham and surrounding parts, which is often referred to as the Western world that was born here, is that I divide this into North and South America, East and West Europe, and you get what I refer to as the Old West. That will be less than 10% of the world population. It was 33 still when I was a student. And 80% of the world population will be living in Africa and Asia. And the majority of the world will regard Britain as a remote but very interesting tourist destination. They will keep coming. I can assure you, me and my wife are so happy coming back to Britain. And this we need to learn. We need to understand the world. That's where Gapminder feels very close to the Open University. We teach the public, as you actually do, by letter of Queen and government, in addition to the students. And Gapminder provide open worldview upgrade for the public on our website. Welcome there. We borrowed the name from London Underground, Mind the Gap. Thank you very much.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, we come now to the part of today's ceremony that marks the presentation of graduates who have gained a first degree and have been able to attend here today. The full subject and classification details are printed in the Directory of Graduates. I present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with First Class Honours, Anne-Marie Aitken. Christy Barrett. Kerry Carter. Carol Chapman. Debbie Crawshaw. Olivia Deacon. Harpreet Kaur. Nikki Lang. Barbara Machen. Nicholas Payton Phillip. Kate Rees. Una Robery. Christine Sheen. Cheer yourself. Teresa Smith. Nigel Stock. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, I present Barry Agnew. Andrea Allen. Maxine Apps. Janet Austin. Maria Bliss. Kerry Brabazon. Sarita Bungay. Angela Chapman. Susan Cook. Sally Deakin. Sarah Denton. sorry, start again. Adita Didazadeh. Susan England. Matthew Evans. Paul Fontaine. Claire Diane Georgiou. Joanne Gilsonen. Deborah Gordon. Lisa Gray. Helen Margaret Gregory. Sheila Hall. Gillian Harrison. Linda Hoffman. Claire Horner. Mina Hussain. Yasmin Iqbal. Rachel Ives. Andrea Jackson. John Kelly. Carol Kennedy. Diana Jablaki. Anjum Khan. Nicola Kilmurray. Ian Kirby. Zoe Taylor. Philomena Tebbett. Debbie Thomas. Emily Troth. Caroline Vickery-Clark. Chris Trundley. Karen Walsh. Rachel Ward. Liz Watton. Claire Weingartner. June Williams. Carla Willis. Tracy Warboys. Lucinda Yates. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Helen Cater. Anne Clayton. Elaine Davies. Janet Edmondson. Mandy Henson. Lynn Johnson. Valerie Minchella. Wendy Sinclair. Pauline Sullivan. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, I present David Attenborough. John Gittins. Simon Rickards. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours, I present Jenna Brittle. Livingston. Kate Roach. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with Honours, I present Nicola Caddick. Kevin Cowles. Melanie Hawksworth. Tamara Lavanchi. Barbara Grace. Leslie Pickup. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, I present for 2 First Class BSc Honours degrees, Catherine Brown. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, I present Hannah Buck. Liam Decor. Lisa Greatorex. Marion Green. Luke Hodson. David Jones. Stephen Kirby. Amanda Lewin. Diane Newton. Jacqueline Pedley. Jan Penfield. Lindsay Potter. Lucy Argyle. Timmy Dyer, Arrow Lacey. Gaynor Bailey. Pat Bailey. Stella Bowers. Amy Bickerton. Jessica Blakeman. Kelly Louise Boylan. Alex Breen. Emma Chant. Jennifer Chiglow. Michelle Clark. Shona Cooper. Janice Crossley. Michelle Crossley. John Daly. Janine Dancy. Sarah Davies. Richard Driver. Samantha Feeney. Jamie Fielding. Gavin Fisher. Jacqueline Garrity. Dean Gordon. Sarah Gregory. Ian Jacqueline Hart. Kubu Kema Limbo. Brenda Horton. Estelle Aviland. Beverly Hughes. David Hughes. Helen Jeffries. Sheila Jennings. William Johnson. Radhika Jones. Andrew Keane. Therese Kelly. Chris Lilly. Kevin Lynn. Wendy Maddox. Tim Marson. Penny Martin. Stephen Meehan. Shelley Moore. Ellie Murray. Helen Phillips. Ruth Phoenix. Stephanie Power. Shana Zapta. Victoria Rayburn. David Regan. Melanie Robinson. Rob Sherratt. Darren Shaw. Stephanie Smith. Zarina Sutton. Elaine Tolland. Katie Tracy. Lydia Jane Ward. Simon Ward. Alana Whelan. Anne Wood. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Paul Abbott. Michael Berry. Stephen Bourne. Christopher Burton. Virginia Chatwin. Paula Evans. Rob Goldsmith. John Sutherland Hollis. Geraint Hughes. Abdurizak Mohammed Hussain. Rudy Jones. Ian Carr. Denise Morgan-Ayres. Robert Mulhall. Trina Palmer. For a foundation degree, I present Becky Collier. Leslie Davis. Sarah Dennington. Paul Parr. Julie Pulsford. Cheryl Ritchie. Julia Smith. Cara Unwin. Brian Wardell. Nina Williamson. Julie Wilson. For the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Lisa Dixon. Zoe Eggleston. Susie Garner. Karina Halley. Paulina Midziak. Josephine Watson. Kathleen Fulwell. And for the Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, I present Teresa Connor. Arlene Jane McLaughlin.
Well, the speech I had this morning started with good morning, everyone, but I think it's now good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming along today. Graduates, guests, staff, just everyone who's here. It's a wonderful day for all of us, and it's great to share it with so many people. And your thunderous applause was pretty good at times too. Although I did hear some weird sort of animal noises out there. I think some of the graduates need to speak with you. But here we are in this fantastic venue. It's the first time I've been here. It's a thriving cultural and business area of Birmingham. I was very interested to find out that this Symphony Hall alone weighs around 32,000 tonnes and is founded on 120 concrete pillars. And these pillars are interspersed with 800 rubber cushions to reduce the vibration from the railway line, which runs directly underneath the hall itself. The BFI archive, the library and gallery, this is a cultural precinct that I hope you will have time to wander. It's also been said that if you drop a pin, acoustically you can hear it from any aspect in the room we're in. Well, perhaps not today. I should also mention that the Birmingham City Council, Jaguar Land Rover, JCB, Alcoa are all sponsors of OU students in this region. Alone, there are 362 tutors tutoring 670 modules. There's also a Higher Education Academy-sponsored project with the West Midlands with A150 students, and one of our PhD students in the Next Generation Multimedia Technologies Group, Department of Computing and Communications, won first prize in the first postgraduate section at the Institution of Engineering and Technology in association with industry awards which were held recently at Coventry University. And also today we had a husband and wife team walk across the stage, and we also had Pat and Gaynor Bailey, mother and daughter, and Pat a long-servicing associate lecturer for the Open University. But we're not here just to celebrate how great Birmingham is, or this venue, but you. And I'm delighted to be here on this special occasion to mark the occasion first and foremost of celebrating the achievements of all of you who are graduating here today. And a special thank you to all of our staff who are here with us and for the careful planning and organisation which goes into making this day a special one. For me, this day is special too, as I've been able to graduate. I wish I had been able to graduate today. I would have liked to have shaken my hand. Let me say that again. As I've been able to congratulate each of you personally, I've been able to hear the applause of your well-wishers, and I've tried to calm your nervousness as some of you cross the stage. I've loved the big smiles, the shyer ones, and even the hand grips that will definitely make my hand ache a little on the way home. I also hope that you wouldn't trip on your gown, your shoes wouldn't take hold, you wouldn't stumble, and you would look just right and can take the moment with dignity and pride, hopefully remembering it as you walk back to your seat, because that trip across the stage, whilst it might seem long while you're doing it, is very short and passes quickly. This ceremony also gives us an opportunity to acknowledge your success and gives you the chance to reflect on what it means for you. It's an opportunity for us all to be mindful. The ceremony passes all too quickly, given the years of persistence and sheer willpower to keep going as your lives, your personal, work, study and social selves engulfed you all at the same time. Can you remember your last submission and how that felt? I see some nods down there. So for graduates, sit back, consider your success, what it means to you and those around you. For those who have helped you in this journey, be reminded of the roles that each of you have played and the impact that this achievement will make on those closest to you for future offerings and more broadly, the global world that we live in. But it's not just your achievement, it's ours too, the universities. The advisor in registrations who handled your first hesitant telephone query, the academics who designed and wrote your course, the student services staff who supported you when it felt like you couldn't go on. And of course, our associate lecturers, the men and women who guided you through the whole Open University learning experience from the moment you registered on your course to the moment you crossed the stage today. Every one of us at the Open University has a little stake in what you've accomplished, and believe me, every one of us is bursting with pride when we see you celebrating today. So let's take a moment to say thank you to Open University staff who all made this possible. Could my colleagues please stand? Let's give them a round of applause. Of course, they're not the only ones who helped you reach your goal. I know it's not easy being an OU student. I know that many of you completed your studies while holding down full-time, demanding, challenging jobs, looking after your families, overcoming tremendous obstacles along the way. But I also know there's only one thing harder than being an OU student, and that's perhaps living with an OU student. So we should also pay tribute to your family and friends. We should pay tribute to them for supporting you when you were only getting going, for standing by you when things were getting tough, and celebrating with you now in your moment of glory. Graduates, I'd ask you to stand, face your families, and you give them a clap for putting up with you. Thank you. You are now the proud possessors of an Open University qualification and I'm sure that your long journey to today's celebration will have been demanding. You'll have had to plan carefully and manage your time. You will have needed considerable self-discipline, persistence, and commitment to complete your award. These personal qualities will always be with you, and maybe you've developed a few more. Perhaps you learned about yourself in ways that those around you not outwardly recognise, but you will know what these are. You have developed skills that will enable you to contribute in multiple ways to the world we live in. Your creative and critical thinking skills, your ability to craft arguments, analyse ideas, and knowledge in a range of discipline areas, bringing relevance to your work, personal and social lives. Your self-motivation, newfound communication skills, your ability to reflect, and new professional behaviours relevant to so many multiple contexts. You also represent everything that our modern world needs, in that you have demonstrated your ability to contribute these skills through workplaces, your communities, local and international organisations, and with your families. You are the kinds of people that every society needs. I hope that your journey won't stop here and you keep coming back for more. Today is just the start of your journey. The Open University is very special. There is nothing really quite like it anywhere, even though it has spawned a few children across the globe. You can be very proud. We are innovative on so many levels, and with advances in technology, you've been able to use the new OU Anywhere app, which recently won 2 Guardian Awards. As a university, we launched FutureLearn, and along with 29 partners, have more than 700,000 informal learners registered on a variety of free courses. I know many of you here have been dipping into them, so your journey doesn't need to continue formally with us, it can be informal too. Our learning in the National Teaching Survey, you consistently rate us in the top 5 of all UK universities for the student experience. Thank you so much for your support. Our research ranks highly, and we have much to be proud of as we go into the next round of the research ratings. You can be so very, very proud of your university, so don't let your relationship stop with us now. Be an active alumnus and our advocates for how great the Open University really is. So can I ask for one very last time for all of our graduates to stand and for everyone here to join me in giving you the biggest round of applause you have received today. Thank you for that. I hope you all feel very special. They obviously think you are. I will now declare that the proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed and the meeting of the congregation closed. Those that can stand, please stand for the recession.